Yes, even the Taruto ni mokoro garuga modo wa DJ ya bia gothiro rokia kire nyu cia kazi. Mo tu goro mokero garuga na go goro mu yete kire. Tiga ka dai kare le kito ko kinyo mas. Yes? Na go goro busitie moto. Asha, but you're going to dance, you're going to feel that happiness. So naturally mereito ne hotaga kuruta that chemical na igatuma tukene tukorwo na gikeno. Riu riria wanyua dawa cia kurebia ri ciina chemicals citumaga that organ release high amounts of dopamine. Na nikio uigua ukenete gukira uria ungikena na turia utanyuite dawa cia kurebia. Tuhamwe. So why is it difficult to stop? It's because when you want to stop, you want to do something unpleasant. And remember, your mind is designed to make you do something that is pleasant. If you want to do something that is unpleasant, it's not going to cooperate. So, it's your battle. It's the battle between you and your brain. Because your mind is not cooperating, see, you want to start doing something that is unpleasant. Sindio? Unataka kufanya kitu yenye mwili na akili yako haifurahi, so it's not going to cooperate. So if you are already into drugs and you want to stop, listen, if you are already into drugs and you want to stop, the question that I want you to ask yourself is, why did you start? Why did you start? The reason why you started using is the reason why you stopped using. Be honest with yourself. So if you want to stop drugs, you have to do away with the peers who are giving you the pressure. Alright? Yes, there's no any other way. How about in another man? I can't come to Miro to know that you're going to Ghana, you're not going to whether you like it or not. There's always a price to pay for everything in this life. What did you know? They know to have for free. There's nothing you can achieve in this life for free. You must pay a price. No kinya ore heka kwa fulani. Leo kwa wewe ni ara kama tubiro wangu kuiona acha kwa hivi. No kinya ore heka kwa wako tigana na rakashi. Nige to tigejo. Oko rege ni madhe na mamushi utidoke rege ni asia lipa. Fanyo paka mune fia kama ore yote amu de tiena hamu kinyanya na bege sio pero. Rege kunege niyo horowe ki mabo pressure and all that. So that which made you start using drugs is the reason which is going to make you stop using drugs. So first of all, you need to be honest with yourself and be willing to pay the price. Nothing is going to happen for free. Okay. Yes. So nothing is going to come to you, or you're not going to achieve anything in this life for free. So you must be willing to pay the price. Now, when you are willing to pay the price, you have won the battle. When you are willing to pay the price of addiction, you have won the battle. So, be willing to pay the price, you are good to go. If you are too deep into it, and even after, if it's a peer pressure, so that's now when you need to seek help. Find someone who can help you. Find a psychologist, find a counselor, find someone who can help you. Not just anybody. Find someone who can help you. I leave that so that you can ask questions. I leave that at that point so that you can ask questions. Now, I want us to talk about sex, dating, and marriage. Most likely we are just going to talk about sex. Tuliongea na wale wazao kidogo, so wenye tulikuwa na wao those wenye wako na miaka chini kidogo. So right now I don't have to start by asking you whether you know the name of the male or female organs, sexual organs. No, I'm not doing that with you. You know that. Ni sawa sawa. Kama kuna mtu ajui yenye amebeba kinaitwa aje? Na mwenye ajui ile kurugo umebeba ile kama mzigo umebeba inaitwa aje? Right. Then we start from there. So when we talk about sex, when God created us as human beings, He created us male and female. Alright? He created us male and female. So when we talk about sex, we have interaction between the man and the woman. When we talk about male, we have male sexual sex organs and we have female sex organs. Males wanabeba penis, females wanabeba nini? Vagina. Alright? So when we talk about sex, it is now the penetration of the penis to the vagina. That act is now the sexual intercourse. That is just biology. Right now, okay, let me see by show of hands. Anyone who is 25 years old? 25 years old? Please, just lift up your hand very fast. 25? Serious, eh? Uko serious, eh? 25, eh? Alright, so, anyone above 25? Other than our patrons. Anyone else above 25? Okay, sawa. So, that means that this crowd, or the audience here, we have teenagers and young adolescents. See, we have teenagers and young adolescents. So, sahi, when you are a teenager or a young adolescent, joto ya mwili sahi ukiweka thermometer inaweza soma 99.99. Yes. Ama hapa inasoma ano? So, joto ya mwili is very high. This is the age where you are when you are so curious about sex, especially. You want to experiment sex. Unataka kujua hii kitu kwani na test aje hii hata unafanya mpaka watu waione. Kwani hii kitu kitamu aje? Kwani hii kitu inafanya mpaka watu waone. Hai? Unataka kusema ni tamu kuliko asali? So those are some of the curious questions that majority of you have. But now, here's the danger. The moment you become that curious and you want to dig deeper to actually experiment, and especially ladies, because ladies mature faster than men. Alright? A lady who is 20 years old and a young man who is around 15 years old, they are at the same level as the same intellectual level. Kiakili, kimawazo, mko the same level. That's why we marry women who are at least a little bit younger than us, for men. Because if you dare marry a woman who is at the same age with you, or the one who is a little bit older than you, and maybe that's someone who is not understanding. Unaweza oa mtu mwenye for the same age na kweli mtu understanding, alright? But sasa upata mtu mwingine mwenye they cannot be able to understand that. When you as a man you marry a woman or a lady who is 25 years old, na wewe uko 23, meaning intellectually that lady is 7 years older than you. Are you together? Yes. Women mature faster than men on average around 5 years. So wewe ukiwa kijana unajua maybe mostly utaanza kuoja sex ukiwa maybe 20 hapo 18 kama wewe si mwana kabisa sana. But most ladies wanaanza hapo 16, 17, 18. Believe me or not. Some even start earlier than that. Alright? So when we talk about sex and this generation, I don't want us to go too much into the details. But you know how sex happens. You know what, I've told you what sex is, and you know how it happens. Nobody can have sex with another if they have their clothes on. Not the Sio? zinaitwa hapo nje. So for you to have sex, first of all, no kinyamoro tegu. Alright? No kinyamoro tegu. The next thing, for you to have sex, now I want you to understand this, because I want to help you to run away from sexual desires, to run away from sexual attempts to have sex. I want you to run away from that. First of all, you cannot have sex ukiwa na nguo, lazima kwanza mtoe. That's decision number 1. Decision number 2, you must be sexually aroused. Okora mwondromeli, no kinyamoro nweke kate. Okay, yeah. No kinyamoro, kiyoganike roga msawa sawa, sio? Yes. Sisi tuko na hata sawa. Yes, we don't have time to beat around the bush. When we talk about things, lazima tuongee vizuri, sio? Yes. So you must have an erection as a man. Tuko pamoja? As a man, you must have an erection because you cannot have penetration. You cannot have penetration. Hiyo kitu iko imelala, hakuna pale itaingia. Alright? Haiwezi ingia, lazima ikuwe imekauka vizuri imesimama tisti, imesimama wima. So for it is, for you to have sex, it's not a must for you to be sexually aroused. Unfortunately. For a man to have sex with a woman must not be sexually aroused. Some people usually ask me, what does it mean? Kwani kaile tumeweka ate mama. So, number 2, we are getting there. Sorry, number 3, we are saying for sex to happen, not in your table. The next thing, not in your motor, we are not sexually aroused. Now, the other thing, for sex to happen, most likely, which may not necessarily happen, not in your motor, when yes, so nataka mcheke kama watu gombe. Mama alikuwa ndio moyo. Ndio mmoja correct? So tayari ndio mteke, teka tu kidogo tukisoma. So we don't take much time. So no kinya kwa corona huko mwita kakoda kudarana. So lazima kwanza mzana. Alright? So when we talk about sexual arousal for women, I want you to listen. This is something that I really want you to form. Nataka ufuate, so that by the end of what I'm about to say, I can help you to know. Nitaweza kujiprevent to have sex when I don't want to. That's the end game. That's now what I want you to learn. So for women, when you talk about sexual arousal for women, how does it happen? Number 1, if you are mature properly, kama umemature vizuri, mwanamke mko na matiti, sio? Wewe unaona so when I told you the time on the almost like not to me. So when I show let me go. So we have what we call the private parts. That is here the private parts. Your private part number 1 as a woman is your breasts. Alright? Women has so many private parts. Because as a woman, that part which makes you sensitive when someone touches, it's your private part. Talk about breasts, talk about your vagina, talk about your tunyash. Kama uko na medium ni nyash, kama uko na kubwa ni vinyas. Yes, talk about your nyash, your buttocks. That's also a private part. Alright? There are women who have other sensitive areas. Kuna women you kiss them kwa neck, ni hivyo, kimemana. Nyege siko huku So that also becomes your private part. Alright? So for a man, your private parts, ni wapi? Your penis and also nyash. Sio? Uko na nyash ni nyama ni. Sasa tunaitwa nyash ama ni sende tu. Ndio tumena nyash ni mimi na sikali. Whatever you call them. So, those are your private parts. And nobody should be touched without your consent. So, where am I driving at? For sex to happen, you must have consent. Sex should be consensual. Consensual means I have agreed to do it. I have said yes. If you have not said yes, it's rape. If you have said yes and you are at 18 years, you're also going to be in trouble. Because a minor cannot consent. If you are below 18 years, you cannot say yes to sex. So hata mwanaume, and that's now for men. Hata ukuwe hiyo kademi yako, nikamudenge ama nikamudemu, hapo. Hata ukuwe that girlfriend of yours which you have. Hata mwende tu akwambie asiyo siku atakupea. Pomoza itegine tegea ukuwe. Ona akuhe, oki umure. Hata akikupea, that girlfriend of yours. Hata akikupea, na uende mkurane vizuri. Atoke hapo aende ambie mamake amelepiwa na kwa 19 years kimeumana kwako. Whether she consented or not. Whether alipeana consent ama hapana. Wewe kwako kimeumana. Kwa hiyo jera ndo akamwe ya kwa sekunde ile. Miaka 50 ukomako wenande. Dole moshi you have become nothing. So you're going to waste your life and destroy your life. Ndo akamwe ya kwa kagere. Because honestly, if you have ever, okay, let me just assume you've not started having sex. Let me just assume I'm the only person having sex here and a few other adults. So, sex does not take hours. Alright? Sex does not take hours. Sex, 2 minutes or 3 minutes, if you do it well, you have enjoyed it to your fullest. I'm serious. I'm serious. Do you know men? I'm serious. I'm a sexologist. Who do you think a sexologist is? Sexologist in man? By profession, I'm serious. By profession, I'm a sexologist. I have majored in sex. I'm a sexologist. I teach people about sex. I'm only using, I'm only teaching you that because you are young adults. We meet in a forum of adults. Utashaka, kama sina adabu. Alright? I'm a sexologist. And I'm telling you for a fact. Most men think that the longer I last in bed, the sweeter it becomes. It's wrong. Also men think that the faster I go in and out, the sweeter it is. Wrong. Other men think the deeper I go, the sweeter it is. Wrong. Wrong. Yes? Yes? Sorry? Oh, a sexologist. So we have kwenda kikale wa muhinde ndiko kwenda kikale wa muhinde kwenda kikale wa kuthechana kwenda kikale kwenda gynecologist mmoja specialized kushughulikia ladies kwenda daktari hivyo. Also in counseling we have specializations. You can specialize in sex, you can specialize in marriage, you can specialize in trauma, alright? You can specialize in what we call forensic psychology, hiyo ni ile ya koti. You can also specialize in child psychology, alright? So, kuna areas where the psychology basically, you should have about the near kwenda, kwa this side, kwenda go focus more, for take more time on that. So it's a specialization. Sorry? Sexualization. Yeah, you understand, right? Yes, guys, yeah. So maybe we can educate Kanisa. Yes. So what I was saying is, what I even saying? So when you're talking about sex, I think you what was I saying before the question? Yes? Yeah? Oh yes. So I was saying most men think, listen, most men think that doing it faster, it gets sweeter, which is very wrong. The deeper you go, the sweeter it becomes? No. The longer you last in bed, the sweeter it is? No. Why? Number one, the deeper you go, the sweeter it does not become. Why? Because the most sensitive part of a vagina, it is just a few inches after the entrance. It's like imagine a vagina, a part of a vagina. Yes? So, pale kwa entrance ya vagina, kuingia tu hivi, just a few inches, that's where we have the most sensitive part. Sasa wewe umeigiza, umeenda hadi kwa shingo kwa ndodina. Yes? That is the truth. Thinking that at the ready, ndio anafiru vizuri, but ni uongo, anafiru uchungu. Alright? That is the truth, anafiru uchungu. Why? Because the deeper you go, you know. Okay, wacha niseme tu. Wacha tu niseme kitu kidogo tutoke hapa. So, because a vagina, usifikirie ati ni mfereji imetoka hapa ati imepita hapa chini imekuja hivi imechukua hivi imerudi kwa mguu imepita kwa mguu imerudi. No. Iko na limit yake. Sasa, so iko na ile measurement yake. So ukipita kiwango fulani unaanza kupunguza other parts of the body which are more sensitive and they become painful. Tuko pamoja? So, what we were saying is, when we are talking about sex, now we conclude on that. When we are talking about sex, you can't be able to stop yourself before the process begins. Before the process begins, you can be able to stop yourself. Before utoe nguo, before upanue miguu, before uguzaguzane, before umwambie sasa igiza, before umwambie ongeza speed, right? Before you do all of that, you can stop it at not even first of all kuingia kwa nyumba yake mkuu wa wiki. Are we together? So most people tell me sasa unajua okay for ladies. The reason why huwa unadanganywa haraka na wanaume na mnaitikia, it's because first of all you do not love yourself, you do not value yourself, you do not like yourself. Why? Na hiyo group ya asubuhi niliwaambia hivi. If you do not like what you see in a mirror, kama upendi kile ambacho unaona kwa kioo, ukisimama mbele ya kioo, alafu mwanaume mwingine akuje akwambie, "Hai na mkaa mrembo, gai, ni wobi homa, kaile." Hii tunaona maneno haya hiyo. Kaile mara kiuno. Ndio. Ndio makashohero. Mwanadamu tajero ngashohero. Ndio makashohero ya tagirite ma. You see? So when someone comes to you, listen to me, as a woman, as a lady, when a man comes to you and starts appreciating your beauty which you do not see yourself, that's when you get crazy.